I'm here with Senior Professor Neluka Silva as well as Artika Aurora Bakshi, who will be curating as well as moderating at the Ceylon Literary Festival. Welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you both here with us. Good morning, and thank you for being here with us.
Good morning, thank you.
Pleasure is ours as well. Yes.
Okay, so we have a lot to talk about because I was told that you are both curating the sessions. If we could start off with talking about the sessions that are yet to come. Could we start off with you and tell us a little bit about the sessions that are to come and what exactly will be happening during the next 5 days?
So it's been wonderful working with Artika because together we worked out a kind of a program which we thought would be really appropriate for children, because in most festivals, children need to be also, their needs need to be taken into consideration. So we were very mindful of that, working with children, and we put together this program which involves creative writing workshops, music workshops, and art. And we are working with two different age groups, that's 6 to 9 years and 10 to 14. And both of us will be doing writing workshops to introduce aspects of writing to children. My workshops are going to be focused on an interest in children's literature, which is on creating environmental sort of awareness about protection of the environment, because I teach children's literature as a course at the University of Colombo for our degree program. And particularly in recent years, there's been a lot of interest in, and even a corpus of writing for children which deal with different aspects of the environment, climate change, etc. So, I want to just start off these workshops with trying to engage children with, how to write about what they see and issues which are really important for the protection of our environment.
Definitely, absolutely. And also, speaking about writing, Artika, you yourself are a writer, and could you tell us a little bit about your writing and about the sessions also that you will be curating?
So I write for children, and my 5th children's book is going to come out very soon. I also do fiction writing for adults, and I do cover a lot of art, culture, literature, and heritage for various magazines abroad. And for me, it's very important to, instill the love of reading in children. And when you read, that's when you can write. And like I always say, everyone can write. So our aim, Neluka and my aim with this festival, was to make sure that children are given the importance that they deserve. You have so many literary festivals all over the world which cater to adults. But this segment that we are handling is specifically for children, and to encourage them to create their own stories. So that's why the title says Stories We Create, and it's the children who will create. And adding to it is music as well as art. These workshops are equally important. So we'll be doing that.
That's lovely. That's so lovely. And speaking about the children's sessions, Neluka, this session or this literary festival will be very special for you as well. You will be adding another book, is that right? Could you tell us a little bit about that? And because Artika also mentioned about what it brings to the children, what were your reasons for signing up for the festival, and tell us how special this festival will be?
So, I've worked with children doing drama workshops and creative writing workshops since 2004, and I had a children's theatre group where we didn't do written scripts, but we devised, the children and I worked together and devised plays which were performed. And subsequently, in my creative writing workshops, I've also got the children to write stories and published a book. Following from that, I've also written a book of short stories for children. And in December, together with a close friend, I illustrated and published 2 books on stories creating awareness on environmental issues. The first one on deforestation, second one on beach pollution, and the third one I'm launching at the festival, which sort of deals with, which introduces the idea of air pollution to children. So I think this, working with children and then being introduced to Artika, who also works along the same lines, was really very, very important, because, Artika has been emphasizing a lot about how the festival should showcase work for children, and I think that has been very significant, and that opportunity has been amazing. So it is going to be very special, because can I show you the book?
Yes, please.
So this is called Trapped in a Smoky Sky, which is about the third book on air pollution. I've also written a novel for adults and short stories for adults, but I think I'm moving towards writing for children, because I realize how important that is, even as an academic discipline. And we really need to understand that awareness of all these issues really has to start with children, because that is where ideologies, prejudices, biases, all of them become internalized from childhood. And then if you don't, critically engage with those issues at an early stage, by adulthood, it's actually it's almost too late, to change those kinds of perceptions. And whether it's, fundamentalism, kind of, racism, sexism, it really needs to start with children. And that's why I'm really grateful that Artika also shares this passion, and that between the 2 of us, we are able to kind of, give prominence to this aspect of the festival.
So, yes, so we are both first mothers, and we brought up our children who are adults now. And she teaches in the university. I have taught at a school called NICE International in Negombo. So I think when you're working with children, your own as well as children who you are teaching, that's when you realize how important it is to treat them as individuals and also instill the right values. So that is a common, passion that we share. And now that we don't have children of our own to look after, we want to give our best to all the children here. Hopefully, the children here who attend our children's festival will take back something positive and make a positive change in their lives, feel a little extra. That's what the main aim is.
I'm sure it will. And also, speaking about the main aim of it, what exactly would you say is different to the other literary festivals?
First of all, the location. The public library is the perfect location in Colombo, for the festival, and especially for the children. And from the plans that have been shared with us, I think it's going to honor that public library, as well as give a safe and purpose-built environment for the children to enjoy the festival. Okay. So that's special. And I guess just the importance that's been given to children by having 2 full days dedicated to them. There is also an event at the Dilma Tea Lounge on the 12th, which I'll be handling for the children. So I think it's just that importance that's given. That's the most important thing with CLF for children.
That's wonderful. And also, speaking a little bit about moderating, could you tell us a little bit about the panel that you will be moderating, and a little bit about the sessions as well?
So I am moderating the session with Sir David Hare. It's very daunting because he's an amazing playwright, very prolific. I have studied his work, watched it, I've seen his performances of his plays. It's like an enormous privilege, and his work is so incredibly profound. I've been reading his plays the last few days, watching interviews with him, and he's just an incredible person. And I think what he will bring to the festival and the kind of insights he will, I'm sure he will provide, will be incredibly valuable. It's also, to have authors like this in, because actually this festival has drawn on some very important authors who will, and the sessions themselves, the way they are constructed and the kind of topics they are going to engage with are very contemporary, also quite sort of challenging, because there's, AI things, which are of course very important debates today, the place of AI, then about the Booker itself, about various other topics that are being, discussed. It's going to be, I think, intellectually a very important endeavor as well.
Well, wonderful, and that actually concludes our interview. Thank you so much, Neluka and Artika. Thank you so much for being here and for talking to us. Congratulations on the launch, and definitely looking forward to seeing and hearing about your work right throughout, not just at the festival, but right throughout the years as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.